Hi, for the purposes of this product demonstration, I want to walk you through a scenario where a customer comes into the store and is requesting an item that is not on hand as far as inventory in that store location. We're going to do an inventory lookup, see the visibility across the supply chain, and create an order from another location, whether or not it's a DC or a retail store location that has that inventory, in order for our customer to get the product. So I'm just going to go in here to my functionality of the inventory lookup screen. I'm going to go in and I'm going to look up my product. And in this case, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add a UPC code here to the order, and I'm going to hit OK. If I want to just go in and do a manual search for that product, I can do a manual search for that product as well, or a more advanced search. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to see. Okay, so I'm actually in my Houston store location. So I'm going to say my Houston store inventory. I actually don't have anything on hand for this item in my Houston store, but I can go and I can see I have visibility too. Well, in Miami, I have 19. Um, in San Antonio, I don't have any. In my Troy location, I actually have 15. So in this case, I'm going to try to find the closest one. Hit select here. And so I have a couple options now on the bottom right-hand portion of the screen. I can select to pick up in store, but since it's a little bit further away, I'm actually going to ship this product to the customer. Now I have the option of I could ship it to the store and have them pick it up in my Houston location, or I can just ship it directly to the customer. So in this case, I'm just going to say, well, set a notification to the Troy store in order for them to pick and ship this item to my customer. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit ship product, and it's going to ask me to create a customer order. I'm going to hit create a customer order. And for that customer order, it's going to ask me to search my customer. So I'm going to go and I'm going to search. I'm going to search for Karen again. She's my main customer here for the purpose of this demo. I'm going to go add that. And I'm going to add Karen to the order. And once I add Karen to the order, it's going to pull up a couple things. It knows, well, I need to ship it from my Michigan store location. I need to ship it to Karen, and I need to ship it to her appropriate address. These default in their address from the customer information. If I wanted to go in and switch address or create a new address, obviously I have the ability to do that as well. So I'm going to go select my shipping method. I'm going to hit standard overnight shipping because I'm trying to get it to her as fast as possible. It's giving me the option to charge her for shipping because we should have had this item on hand anyway, so I'm just going to go give it a zero charge. When do I want to ship it to her? ASAP. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select that. Right now, we have business rules on this that say, well, if we're going to ship an item from another store location, well, we at least need a 10% down payment in order to make that happen. And then as shipping will charge the rest of the amount. But we don't have to charge a deposit at all. It's going to be based off of Chrome Heart's business rules to dictate whether or not you want to do that. So again, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to tender that. So I'm going to go, I can pay deposit now. I can pay deposit and authorized balance on a credit card. So I have both those options. So I'm just going to go ahead, only pay deposit for purposes of this demo. And I'm going to hit OK. And then again, that's processed, changes due. It's going to clear out this transaction, and actually it's going to create a notification to the manager of my Troy store location that they need to make a picking and shipping order to Karen at her appropriate warehouse. So that's how we create that order within D365.